Howdy, all. I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd, coming to you with this sort of bootleg setup I've got going on here while my computer is in the shop. So that is why I am not on camera as I usually am, and why my thumbnails will be a little pedestrian for the foreseeable future. Only a few days, but either way, the show must go on. But unfortunately, the show is not going on. Well, no, fortunately, the show is not going on for the Rings of Power. Rings of Power, universally understood to be a complete and utter disaster. The Lord of the Rings fan base stood their ground. They said, oh, hell no, when Amazon said, oh, we're going to give you the prequel you never asked for. Well, obviously, because it was pure fan fiction. Even beloved Theoden Bernard Hill says, screw this. It's crap. It's a money grab. When asked in an interview in the Metro, Hill was asked if he'd ever watched Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, which premiered on Amazon Prime in September. The actor was immediately dismissive. No, not interested. It's a money-making venture, and I'm not interested in watching or being in it. Good luck to them and all that stuff, but it's not like the real thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a nail in the coffin. It's another nail in the coffin. When somebody who was involved in the beloved Peter Jackson trilogy to say, yeah, it's not the real thing. Gee, what have I and everybody else been saying for months leading up to, during, and after Rings of Power? $billion fan fiction. It isn't real. Fan fiction is not real. Sometimes fan fiction can be good when it's done with love, respect for the source material. But most of the time, fan fiction is dog shit. And Rings of Power is dog shit. So much dog shit that it is officially dropped off the Nielsen's just 2 weeks after the season finale, which revealed everything that we all already knew and told you was happening. Halbrand's not Sauron, it's the stranger wizard man. No, he was Sauron all along. We told you that over and over and over again. Rings of Power, officially a failure. Nobody watched it. We watched it to make fun of it. You watched us making fun of it. You didn't actually watch it, and the ratings show. Nobody cared. Nobody wanted this. Nobody asked for this. Why? Because as I have been saying from the beginning, lore is everything. Lore is what matters. Because without lore, there are none of these franchises. Therefore, if you disrespect the lore and you disrespect the fan base who loves the lore by calling them countless names, especially when you begin your campaign for promoting this abomination by calling fans racists and bigots and its and foes, by attacking the fan base, you're not going to win. You will fail. And this is the proven fact. When you disregard the lore and you disregard the fans, you will fail. Not going to win, because you know what? We're not toxic. We're passionate because we love these franchises, and we want to share them. We don't want to gatekeep, even though sometimes now we may want to gatekeep to keep the SJWs in the stands and the woke tards from infesting and polluting and contaminating things further. But all we ever want to do is share the things we love. And now, this is what happens when you do not embrace the actual fans and you go after the stands and the SJWs, who are not real fans. They're fake fans. They're fake nerds. They're there to simply virtue signal for their favorite thing. They don't actually know anything about these IPs. They're just there for social media backpats. I used to say Twitter backpats, but that's kind of not a thing anymore. Thanks, Elon. In the end, Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. I should just say Rings of Power. I'm looking at it right there on the screen, and it just kind of rattled off. But Rings of Power, it's a failure. Season 2, who's going to watch that? Me, others to review it. We'll be back with This Is Mordor Country in 2 years when it happens. But this thing's gonna be memory hold by the regular normie population because it's already been memory hold because they didn't watch it. They weren't interested because they heard what real fans had to say. It was billion-dollar fan fiction. And when you have Bernard Hill coming out and saying, yeah, not interested because it's fake, what more can you do? Because I actually respect what he has to say in this end, and he wasn't bought and paid for like maybe a few of the hobbits were for this thing. In the end, F Rings of Power. Hail to Tolkien and Lord of the Rings. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this bootleg video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. It would be much appreciated. And if you are new here, I invite you to check out the rest of the channel and hit that subscribe button to me right here on YouTube, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny Stan and SJW Fifis. If you like what I'm preaching, share the video. Also, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I care what you think as a real fan. I care not what the Stans and the SJWs have to say, because 201, they are all cowards behind keyboards, and I can't wait for them to be triggered by this and everything else I put out. Thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy.